So we're going to get into album number 4 now, released October 1st, 2021. It is Manic, still the same lineup. The album opens with Relapse. It's almost an electronic riff echoing to pull you in before the chugging riffs and pounding drums kick in, setting the tone for the album. Lyrically explores themes of struggle and inner conflict, leading to the catchy chorus of I take one step forward, then 2 steps back until I run out of time in the hourglass. When heaven's full and don't want me back, watch me fade to black as I relapse. It's got a really killer breakdown to close out the track. It is a great opener. What'd you think of Relapse, Jason?
Yeah, this is how you open a fucking album. Right away, you're hearing some new production tricks.
Yeah.
But this song is bringing the heavy, and it gets your blood flowing right away. Then that chorus comes in, and holy shit, have they perfected these hooks.
Yeah.
And it is really good to see Britton spending less time on the bench here.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time on the bench on the last album.
He did. Track number 3 is the most streamed track and also the title track. It is Manic. They really lean into electronic noises mixed with aggressive riffs and heavy rhythm sections. Almost a spoken word intro and verse with an explosive chorus that talks about feelings and being overwhelmed and spiraling out of control. With the lyric, try to calm myself down, but I feel the panic. Is it all up in my head? Am I going manic?
Yeah, this is one of those songs that the first time I heard it, I knew it was going to be huge. This is seriously one of the best songs I've heard in the modern era. It's just so perfectly constructed. It also adds another tool to Britton's arsenal with throwing in the kind of talky rap parts, which I think is an important thing. When you got two vocalists, you kind of got to make sure that they're both busy and one of them's not up there twiddling their thumbs while you're playing live. So
Definitely.
good stuff.
High Horse is the next track I want to talk about. This was the first single. The drum and bass really stand out here, giving the track an energy and a bounce. It's in your face and relentless. Has the lyric, you want to see a war? I'm here to settle scores. Sick the hounds, cut you down from your high horse.
Yeah, this is my favorite Wage War song to hear live. Just
awesome.
Brings so much energy.
Yeah.
No clean vocals. It's still one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard, as you just pointed out. That chorus is fucking great.
Mm-hmm. Circle the Drain slows it down a little, going atmospheric and haunting with the melodies and the introspective lyrics talking about feeling trapped and struggle to break free from self-destructive patterns. They did a stripped down version. We've talked about that album numerous times. You guys have to check it out. It really highlights the lyrics of this song.
Yeah, this is another one that's just like an instant hit. They just struck a perfect balance here. This one's mostly clean vocals, but it still feels like 100% Wage War.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel forced. It feels like what was natural for that song.
Yeah. Good one. Godspeed has the lyric, you paralyzed the best in me. So all I'd feel is misery. You paralyzed the best in me, but I survived. Now you're dead to me. Good track.
Yeah, another banger. This is a good example of them starting to adapt as well. Like Britton is learning different vocal techniques here, and he's starting to add different elements to the songs from previous albums. Now he's starting to use a harsh vocal, but instead of a scream, it's more of like a harsh style singing, like a really raspy singing, and it works really well on this type of song.
Yeah, I like the more raspy singing as opposed to the emo Cody singing that he was doing early on.
Absolutely.
Death Roll is a pit mover. It's an onslaught from the start. Heavy riffing, crushing drums, and you have to love the subtle gator growls after the solo leading into the closing breakdown. This is one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Balls out heavy.
Yeah.
Balls out heavy.
I'd like to see them do an all heavy album. I know they do the mix so well, but man, they do heavy great.
Oh, that would be killer. That would be killer. They should just do a side project called Waging War. And then it's just like all no cleans, just
man,
fucking
like,
brutal.
I love the cleans, but man, when they go heavy,
Yeah, just let Britton do his thing, man.
Fuck. Never Say Goodbye has a lyric, do we wait in the pain that we live in or make the most of the time that we're given? Lyrically, it's a very heavy track talking about unexpected loss and the grief that comes with that.
Yeah, this is one of the things I love about this band because they can make songs like Death Roll,
Yep.
and then they hit us with a straight up ballad like this one.
And it's
This one,
seamless. It's
absolutely.
seamless, man.
On this album, especially, it's very seamless. This song hits me hard every time I listen to it. It deals with the unexpected death of a loved one,
Mhm.
which is something that I personally know very well. Having lost my dad very unexpectedly. Hearing this for the first time live at their acoustic show made me fucking cry my eyes out. And even on a casual listen, it's hard for me to hold it together sometimes,
Yeah.
which is just a testament to the authenticity of the writing. And it obviously came from a very real place for these guys. So,
Yeah.
great song. One of my favorites, and also the one that I hate to listen to, you know?
You love and hate it at the same time. Like
Yeah.
everybody's lost someone too soon or unexpectedly, and it'll pull at those strings. They close it out with "Tomorrow Never Comes." It's a song about regret and redemption that comes out swinging before dropping completely out after the second chorus into an acoustic bit that builds back into the cathartic crescendo before the song fades out to close the album. It's a great way to end it. I just had such a massive feel to it and gives a sense of closure to a lyrically heavy album.
This is how I wanted them to close out Pressure, with some fucking aggression. And they nailed it here. Overall, for me, like, this is it. This is the fully realized version of the band, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They've been able to perfectly blend all the best parts of their previous albums to come up with a perfect album. This album flows better than almost any album I've heard from any band in the modern era. The tracks are perfectly arranged, and it makes for a perfect listening experience. This is the peak of Wage War for me. It's a 6 out of 6 upside down pentagrams.
Nice. Everything they did on the first three albums was building to this point. This is a polished and perfected sound. It's dynamic and intense, exploring lyrics of turmoil and resilience. Each track has a blend of aggression and melody, which showcases the band's versatility. It's damn near a perfect album that's been on my rotation since it came out. Manic is a 5.5 out of 6 for me. And I don't really know why I put a 5.5 instead of 6, but it is what it is.
Wage War was robbed
They
by
were
the
robbed
spider.
by the spider.
That other 0.5 is up in the web somewhere.
I don't know why I took 0.5 away, but I did.
Yeah. On behalf of the boys from Ocala, fuck you.
Fuck me.